Pinpoint asteroids in orbit, then hurl y'all thousands of miles an hour towards it.
Anyway, I sent Brian a video. I posted a video on my channel. I made it unlisted just in case something weird happened. But I can send you the video, Jose. What it's actually already in the Daily Boom. But it is the uncut 24-hour sun video, right? Now Brian made a video recently where he analyzed the video where the gentleman was actually analyzing the video. And towards the end of that video, this is when he played the video in its entirety with no cuts. Now, Brian pointed out a few things in the video that were, I don't know, what he called is sketchy. He pointed out some smoke, some steam coming from some smokestacks or whatever. And then he pointed out a little glitch where there was like a rainbow scene, like a little, like a slight little glitch. But then he was pointing out how the gentleman was fast forwarding through the clips, but he didn't go towards the end of that video when he played it in its entirety. And hold on, wait. He didn't go to the end of the video where he played it in its entirety, and that's the part where I clicked out, and that's the one that I sent you.
Yeah, he did play it all in his entirety, but never without fucking with it. But here's the point.
No, bro, stop. No, you didn't play the one at the end where he just let it play in its entirety. Did you miss that one?
No, I didn't. Okay.
Yes, you did, because you didn't include that. You didn't include that in your video.
Okay, now let's say, okay, you're right. Okay, I'll check it out. Maybe you are. Okay, I didn't see that. But okay, here's my point. Okay, you said, okay, I started off the video. You was talking about the alligator clouds in the cut, and I said no. I said it is cut. They admit it's cut. And you started talking about alligator clouds. You said, no, it's not cut. No, it's not cut. And I said, yes, it is cut. And so I started off the video where they admit that there's a cut in the fucking middle. They show right where the cut is at. So there's no chance of a fucking... But besides that, I show you on the fourth side, which would be the side in contention. It is the one in all the Antarctic, like McMurdo and the NOAA.gov, where there's no shadows, where it lacks the 24-hour sun. That's showing everything fucking backwards. I slowed it down, and you can see all the smoke in the smokestacks going backwards. This is not the first one we've debunked from this guy. And here's my question to you. If we show one fraudulent video from this guy, why should I trust any fucking videos from this dude, is my question.
Well, first of all, you haven't really proven that it was fraudulent. You look at a few things, and you've claimed that they were fraudulent, but you're not actually a video analyst, are you? You're just kind of looking at it, and you think it looks sketchy to you, right?
Looks sketchy. Looks sketchy.
Okay,
is chimney,
well, that's not
smoke going into a chimney? Does it take an expert to see smoke going into a chimney?
That's not evidence of anything. You're looking at a time lapse. So like every second is probably, I don't know, a few minutes. Or I don't know, 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour. So I mean, you can't use some clouds, some smokestacks, some smoke coming out of some smokestacks looks a little bit weird to you.
What are you talking about? If I can see a guy simultaneously on the ground moving, then I could see that guy moved about 50 feet. Okay, and
again, Brian, it's a time lapse. It's a time lapse. Do you understand what that means?
You don't need to cut. Let me finish before you cut me off, or before you explain. Let me say something. Okay. So if I could see a guy walk 50 feet in the time span that the smoke went back into the chimney, and I could see all the smokestack, and if I slow it down even more, where I zoomed in, okay? But if you see it, you can see the car driving. You can see how far it went. You can see a person walking, how far it went. What I did is zoomed in to that particular spot, but it's not that. It's a lot of pictures taking place, and it is a time lapse. But look, when you first see any smoke, it's a big fucking trail of smoke, and then it goes down to nothing. So how could it not expand like smoke does? How could it go backwards just because of time lapse?
For one, you got to understand the climate that they're in, right? And it's not smoke. It's actually like I think it's water vapor. So whenever those things open, whenever they use it, they open it, the smoke, the steam comes out, and then they close it, right? So as soon as
I
that
want to share. I want to
steam
share
comes out,
whatever we're talking about. I want to share whatever we're
yeah, I'm
talking
about to
about.
post it right now. I'm about to post it right now. So here's the one that I clipped out, right? And then so another part that he pointed out was that there was a little glitch towards the beginning of the video where it showed like a rainbow pattern, right? So what I want to point out though, after that, right after that rainbow pattern, let's see how many times it goes around after that rainbow pattern that he claims is some sort of cut and evidence.
Hey,
Wait, let's say let's see how many times it goes around after that he wants to claim that it's because of that. Now the entire video is fraudulent. Go ahead
if
and
it's
play it,
cut
Jose.
on side 2 and 3, if it's cut on side 2 and 3, then how could it do a full circle uncut?
Okay, go ahead, Jose. Go ahead and play it, please.
It is playing.
B-ball from alligator cloud to alligator cloud is whatever's after that you could say whatever, but if there's a cut in between that, which there's 2, and
Well, in this video, this is the original, right? There are no cuts after that. So what you're talking about is where they joined the original, the other video that you see on YouTube. That's where they joined the two parts that they cut together.
that's what you sent me, okay? And let me say something else. Let me say something. Try not to interrupt, man. I'll keep it short. But there are other problems with that video that I haven't even pointed out yet, just in case you didn't accept smoke working backwards, going back into chimneys.
I didn't see any smoke going back into chimneys.
Then you didn't watch.
I watched. Okay, so there was a little cut. Now let's see how many times it goes around after that.
Yeah, you're
You
counting
might actually-
alligator cloud twice. So
No, you're not. No, you're not. There's no
What are you
twice.
talking about? He admitted he looped it.
All right, guys, we can break it down. We can break it down. It is plain. I looped it. So it's gonna end up this 128. It's gonna go back to the beginning. I got 3 comments I need to read. So please bear with me. First one is a big $10 PayPal by Jesse. Jesse, thank you so much. Hang in there, brother. He says, thank you, Jesse, for your support. Appreciate that. We have Sean Smith with a super chat. He said, your neighbor needs to learn how to troll responsibly. Like and subscribe, people. Thank you so much. I was laughing with that one. That was funny. Thank you, Sean. And right now we got a super chat by Angry Dog. Thank you, Angry Dog. Appreciate it. He said, Brian, just take one of the offers. Just take one of the offers made and go to Antarctica and see it for yourself. Stop whining and go for it, says Angry Dad. All right, we got this video playing. If you're watching my screen share, it just began. 9, 10 seconds, 11 seconds. Go ahead, guys. Floor is yours.
Yeah, Brian, it's
So as
1
you can-
minute. Wait. 1 minute
Right.
for 24 hours. That's 0.8 minute every frame, which is 48 seconds. You want the steam to hang there, wait for you?
And
What
also,
are you talking about? It disappeared.
do you realize what happens to steam in these type of temperatures? It doesn't stay. It disappears like pretty quick.
Well, you know what? I'll let anybody with eyes judge for it when they see it. Okay, it's not in question, bro. You're busted. Sorry.
Brian,
Brian,
go make steam
I-
and take a frame every minute and see how it looks like. Okay. Very simple.
Like I said, Chikey, if I can see a person in the same amount of time that the smoke went up about 10 feet from the chimney, if I could see a person walk about 10 feet in that fucking video, okay, it skips a few feet. It's in like it looks like 3 giant steps. If I could see a person go bloop, bloop, bloop and pop up and travel about 50 feet in the same time that the smoke went about 10 or 15 15 feet or whatever, then I can I can use common sense. But the smoke starts as a glob out of the stack and ends up halfway in the chimney, and then
It's
zero, and then
unpredictable.
barely out of the chimney, and then nothing.
The smoke is unpredictable, bro. It's not like one person. You know, the person is gonna stay there. It's gonna keep the human shape, the physicality. And smoke can do whatever the fuck in any second, bro.
Right. Do you
Have
know
you
it's
seen it
the
yet,
same
Jose?
person?
Have you seen my video, Jose?
Do you know it's the same person, Brian? You know you
Anyway,
see there.
if we can see, oh my God, if we can take a look at the video, the beginning, the first 20 seconds or the first 27 seconds. No. It starts at about a minute and I think a minute and 10 seconds is where I first show the chimney. And then I show like 3 chimneys in one scene. You can see the smokes going backwards. On the fourth side, it's fucking, it's suspect. It's to the very end of the, if you could just go straight to the very end of the video and play the last 25 seconds of my video.
50 seconds between
I'm looking at the
frames.
original. I'm looking at the original video right here, and I don't see that which you describe it, Brian. It should be from this video, right?
Yeah, you got to watch.
So,
I slowed it down and zoomed in.
Here's the issue here, right?
So you're
Now,
manipulating it, and it looks certain way because you manipulated it, and you want us then because you slowed it down and you manipulated it. Now it looks certain way, and you're telling me how it looks. Therefore, is what you are telling me is happening, Brian.
Yeah, well, I just look at it and you tell me. All I did is slow it down, and that's about it. Zoom in. That's all I did. You can do it.
and because you saw a
You
little
got to see it
anomaly
before you even knock it. You know, at least look at it.
where I looked at your video. So because you zoomed, you
talking to
slowed it down
Jose,
and
man.
zoomed in. Because you slowed it down and zoomed in, you saw something that looked a little bit sketchy to you.
A
You
little
think
bit
the
sketchy,
entire
huh?
video is you think the entire video is fraudulent. It's almost like
Just
when
that
you watch
side.
a football game. Like when I watch a football game, and maybe sometimes because of the connection or something, it might glitch out a little bit. Does that mean the entire football game is fraudulent or fake?
I'll let Jose be the judge, man. Where y'all posting shit at?
I got the original video here. I'm not gonna look at your video. I'm gonna look at the original video. I mean, this is
I
actually
made the video. I zoomed in. Okay, what I did is I scrutinized the video. So I played it slow. I played the whole thing slow and looked at it and went over it. That's how I scrutinize videos, man. And
I
zoomed
don't need to do that.
on
I
highlighted
can do that on my own.
Okay, well then okay. Well, I like to scrutinize shit myself.
Well,
You don't wanna
I like
show everybody, that's
doing
fine.
that on my own too. So if somebody have already scrutinized, slowed down a video, and it's already slowed down, it's already more edited than what it is normally, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at the original one, and then I will slow it down. I will analyze it from the original source. I cannot look at your video, Brian, if you already manipulated it.
Well, I'm glad I didn't highlight any other mistakes with it. If you ain't even gonna look at it, but that's fine.
I want to look at it. You could tell me what timestamp on this video. All right, I'm gonna pause it right here. Is this a good pause? We'll break it down here in real time. I can slow it down. I can go frame by frame. What do you want me to look at? You want me to go further away? Here. You tell me where, and then we'll slow it down.
Okay, the fourth side. Okay, all the shadows on the first side are less than way less than 23 degrees. For one, there's a barrel. There's a couple objects. There's a cylinder on the right of side one. Looks like it almost looks like it's above a train track or something, but it's either like some kind of cylinder. You can see there's no shadow on that whole bitch. It's right underneath it, and you see a barrel to the left of the house. It's in front of the gymnasium that I zoomed in on, but I didn't include it in the video. I got a whole other school of shit. I mean, a bunch of shit to add to this that I just haven't done yet because I didn't think it was necessary. But then on side 4, where side 4 and side almost done. If you want to go where side 3 and side 4 join, I mean side 4 and side 1, but mainly side 4, all the smoke coming out of every chimney is going backwards, and the people are walking backwards, and it's all backwards.
So
He just wants to point out and nitpick everything because you know why? because of the fact this video and other videos like this exist, it to Brian, it cannot be real. It has to be fake. Every single
Okay.
one of these 24-hour
No,
videos.
look,
Wait, hold on, stop. Every single one of these
yeah.
24-hour sunlight videos or sun videos that exist, every single one of them have to be fake. You know why? Because
Well,
there's
let
no
me tell you
way
my
that it can
position.
be.
My
There's no
position
way
is this.
it can be real. There's no way. This is not the
My
only
position is
example there
this.
is, Brian. This is not the only example there is.
Here's my
There are many
position,
other
Dog.
examples.
Let me say.
Oh,
There are
fuck.
Let
many
me
other
say my
I gotta
examples.
position.
say
My
my
position
piece.
is this.
Hold on.
Brian, I
Okay,
gotta
go
say
ahead.
my piece. I gotta say my piece. I paused this video because I'm looking in real time and I see a little chimney thingy smoking over here. So we're gonna play this frame by frame and let's see how is it going backwards. If you can even determine that the smoke is going backwards or what. Frame by frame. How in the fuck are you telling me that the smoke is going backwards or something? Or in that chimney back there or the way the background. If it's taking one photo every minute, how are you gonna tell me where the smoke is going forward or backwards or something? We're missing 58, 59 seconds every frame, Brian. How are you gonna tell me where the smoke is going if it's going forward or backward?
Like when I film a plant, my plant's growing. I film a plant growing in time lapse, and I take a picture every minute. Okay, can I tell that plant's growing? Can I tell a smoke cloud is growing just because you've sped it up? Okay, what you got to do to see it though, I can't see that plant grow unless I slow it down. And then every one of them clouds start with a sizable plume. That's the start of the smoke out of that chimney. And then they progress their way down to no smoke at all. And
Because
every chimney on that
again,
side.
Brian, because they're still missing a lot of frames.
Yeah, but you
The
get some of
smoke.
them that didn't do that. They all do that. My point was, B-Ball, is you're projecting that. Here's my point. My point is you have to have Antarctic 24-hour sun. I don't. You have to have that, and that's why you don't even look at obvious evidence against it, bro. If you go to NOAA.gov, and there's
I don't
months and
have to
months
go
of
to
time lapse, and none of
NOAA.
them show a 24-hour Antarctic sun.
I don't
So
have to go to NOAA.gov.
I just ask
You don't have to do that. Go ahead, Stingray.
Brian, is it conceivable that since, like Jose said, we're missing 59 seconds, that the smoke plume was big when the camera took it, completely dispersed, then another portion started again, making it look small? Do you think that's possible?
no, not over and over and over. That's why
No,
I
you
showed
say
you
no.
all the whatever, dude.
Right,
I
so
show
you
all
can
the
tell.
smoke coming out, and then another plume of smoke, then another plume of smoke. Like it ain't just one little fucking plume of smoke, bro. This is repeated plumes of smoke that are coming out in succession at high speed.
Yeah. So do you understand that smoke is not a constant? It's actually a fluid. Well, smoke, as in the difference between the visible particulates that we see and the atmosphere, is a fluid, and it's incredibly unpredictable. Now, the wind plays a big part of it. So in less than 59 seconds, you can have a breeze. That breeze can completely and utterly disperse smoke or steam so that you can't see it, even though the volume that was coming out is exactly the same. Now, this would occur, surprisingly enough, when you've got flat areas that wind can just sweep across and is quite turbulent. One way that you would tell that it's turbulent is the smoke would be changing direction randomly, and the intensity of it would cause the smoke to disappear, shrink, and get bigger if you're only taking one frame every 60 seconds. That is common sense.
Big shout out to two quick comments I want to read. Angry Doggy, again, another super chat. Hey Brian, how is the Cavendish experiment going? You're working on a Cavendish experiment, Brian? If so, that's awesome. Give us details in a minute. But first, I want to read this Ben the Light super chat. Thank you, Ben the Light. I appreciate it, man. Brian, there's a very easy way to solve this. Go to Antarctica. Anyone can go there. All you need is a passport. Will you go to Antarctica in your lifetime, Brian? Boom. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
I have a question for Brian. The thingy that measured the wind we see now on Jose's screen, which direction is it rotating?
No idea.
No idea. Why? If
Hold on,
it's
the
rotating
first
in one
contention
direction,
is-
you must see it rotating in one direction, Brian.
The first contention of the video is B-Ball said it wasn't cut. They admit that there's a cut right in the middle. So being that it's cut in the middle and he shows where it's cut, there can't be continuous 24-hour sun because there's a cut smack in the fucking middle.
You think they messed with that thingy too? That measured the wind? Huh?
Brian,
It's not
let me
rotating
address
in
that
one
real quick.
I'm
direction.
telling
Let
you,
me-
side 4 is
Is
side
it not
4 is
Can I
rotating
address
in
that?
one direction only,
side
Brian?
1.
Hey, can I address that really quick? So
Yeah.
again, you're talking about the video. You're talking about the video that was posted on YouTube, okay? The original one that was cut for the documentary. Yes, he says there was a cut in the middle. That's how they
No,
created.
no, it's not.
That-
Why are you lying, dude?
Hold on,
He
Brian.
says
That's
the
how.
video.
Wait, listen. Yes, that's how they created that cut, right? But the original video we're looking at right here is not cut.
Bro, he says it's 2 segments, okay? When he's going to show the
Yes,
The guy-
you're
Hold on, man, let me finish,
misunderstanding what
bro. I
he's
didn't interrupt
talking
you.
about.
I did not interrupt you, bro. The guy's playing the original on the fucking shit you sent me. He's playing the original, and the guy specifically
No,
says, so
no.
there is an edit. The guy said that they joined together 2 sections.
There's an edit
in the middle,
in the
right by
one
the
that
left.
they put in the
Goddamn, dude.
documentary, Brian. There's
Bro,
the
can I
edit
fucking
in the
talk?
one they put in the documentary.
No,
Go-
no, the
yes,
one
but
that they're
listen to what
playing,
I'm
bro.
saying.
You're fucking lying, bro. And
No.
you won't even
Brian.
let me talk.
He's
Brian.
not lying, Brian.
You explain your piece. You say the body's lying. You say the guy edited the video. You explained it 3 times. You even did a video on it, Brian. Why don't we let
Yeah, well, if you
artists
play
like?
it, if you
Why
play
don't
it,
you already
everybody will
Let me
explained it?
just say this
You
real quick.
explained that in 3
say
different
this
ways, Brian. Why don't we let now artists live explain it, and then you can double down in whatever you already say 3 times. Artists live.
Yeah, I'll go and then you can go. The one that they were talking about is the original one from the documentary where he said they cut at the mountain, right? And then they went around back to the mountain. That's the one that is cut. The one that we are looking at right here is the original where there is no cut. Okay? It starts at
Okay,
one
so
place.
the one.
It
Let me
goes,
question
hold on, I'm not
you.
done.
Let me
I'm
question.
not done.
He's not
It
done,
starts
Brian.
at
He's
one
not
place.
done.
It starts at one place, goes around, and then it ends. Right? They took that image, they took that footage, they cut it in the middle where the mountain is. That's where the original is, and they went around till it got to the mountain again, and that's where they ended it. That's why the clouds look the same in that one that everyone was talking about, where the clouds look the same. But the one that we're showing here, the one that I clipped out from the original raw footage, there is no cut.
Bro,
I'm done.
Okay, is it my turn yet? Please don't interrupt me this time. Okay, the guy goes to show the original, okay, and he goes to where the cloud is and shows the thing in contention, said this was actually the beginning. Then the owner and the guy hosting says, so there is a edit. He calls it an edit. He said, yes, there's an edit in the middle where we joined the 2 sections together. This is what he's playing. The original footage is there's an edit in the middle where he joined 2 sections together. That's what it is. I'm not talking about the old clips. I'm not talking about that. And it's still there. You can see it.
But this one that we're looking at, it doesn't have that
That's
cut,
what
Brian.
I'm talking about.
But
So
this one
is
we're
that-
looking at doesn't have that cut, Brian, because this
I'm
is the
interested
original.
though, Brian. I am interested. When you say there's an edit, do you mean an edit once it's done one full revolution, as in 24 hours, and there's an edit? The edit was on 0 and then 24 hours, thus showing 24 hours of an orbiting sun.
Let me answer. Okay, he says you can see if you look closely. All you got to do is magnify the video and look at the clouds in the distance. Okay, it's 2 different days mended together. Okay, or whatever he wants to call it.
Yes.
Okay, I can tell the clouds are different, so they're mended together in the middle. He specifically says in the original, it's
Yes,
mended.
Brian.
It's
No,
two sections mended together, and you can see the clouds chain. He admits it.
Brian, the question is quite simple then. In between those two edits from the start and when you see that edit, what is the amount of time you think has elapsed?
Doesn't matter if it's fucking edited, then it's not the same day.
Hours. I bet
it's not the same day, Stingray. Stingray, if the end
4 hours.
Okay, maybe. Okay, but he doesn't understand the consequences of saying that. If the clouds change, okay, and it's smack dab in the middle of the video, how could you have 24 hours? You just haven't thought this over yet. But if it's in the middle of the video,
Brian,
and you have clouds change, and it can't be continuous. He had to interrupt, dude. He had to interrupt.
Again, you are missing the point. You are missing the point here, Brian. When they were speaking about what you're talking about, they were talking about.
No, I'm not talking about the whole video, B-ball. Quit saying that, dude. You're lying.
They are talking about. Listen, they are talking about the one from the document. That's the one that's edited. That's the one that they claim. Yes, there is an edit. But again, this is where
Robot him, people.
Now,
roboting.
You're roboting, bro. You're roboting. We can't hear nothing you're saying. But here's the point. There's three. There's a cut on side one. There's a cut on side two, and there's a cut on side three. Period. There's 3 cuts in the video.
That's what you're saying, but we haven't seen that.
I'd be interested for you to show that though, Brian. Where you think
there's a rainbow screen on side one. There's the admitted cut in front of the light post on cloud 2 where he mended it together.
You posted
and on side 3 is where the alligator clouds fucking.
You break it down. Is that this link that you just posted in the Daily Boom on Sensor?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pull that up. Let me pause this. This is Brian. You gotta give me a time. You gotta give me a timestamp. Where do you?
Well, what we're talking about, at the very beginning. What we're talking about, just play the first 30 seconds, Jose, but we got to hear it.
So, hold on. Really quick, before you play that, see, what he's playing there is when that clip that he's showing right there, that's from the documentary, which was edited, which he claimed was edited. And again, we're not talking about we're talking about
roboting again
that I posted.
Robot.
Bro,
I'm playing the fucking original footage that he fucking brings to show it. He goes over it.
Brian, I think I know where the disconnection is. You are calling this the original footage, but this is footage from the documentary that they're analyzing. So this is not the original footage. This is Brian, please try not to interrupt. Let me try to process my thoughts so you can understand me well and the audience.
Just play it, bro. They say what it is.
Can you please allow me to say what I have? What you call the original here, this is from the documentary. This is a clip from the documentary, which is not original because the documentary already they added to the documentary a clip of something and they edited that something. So this is not original. This is the documentary edited clip. This is not the original footage. This is what you are calling the original footage. This is not original. This is from the documentary. I will play it now audio, but I hope that you understand what I just said, Brian.
Yeah, well, I mean, they specifically say that they're going to play the original footage, and then they move from the beginning of the original footage to the alligator cloud, and then the guy, the owner of the footage, admits there's a fucking edit. Just listen. I mean, I don't need to make any more claims. Just listen to what they say.
So I can play it.
He admits it because the image that the video that they're looking at is from the documentary that is edited. Nobody is disagreeing with that.
Thank you very much, Truth Nerd, for the super chat. I appreciate it. He say the first rule of Dunning-Kruger Club. You don't know what you're in. You don't know that you are in the Dunning-Kruger Club. Thanks for keeping to bring us merriment, Brian. Thanks for keeping to bring us merriment, Brian. That was a mouthful. I don't know if my brain working properly or not. Thank you.
So the
These
are the matching clouds here that people were complaining about.
Hold on, Bibo. I want to play this with audio for a little. I want to play this with audio for a little bit. So
Okay.
if you are watching a my screen share, let's hear what they say. Let's hear what Brian clipped off here, and he wanted to.
There it is. These are the matching clouds here that people were complaining about.
So there is an edit.
Yeah.
There is an edit to that. So
there's a cut in the middle that he wanted to start with the same imagery in the background to just help give the visual flow. So what we actually did was cut it in the middle. And if you look super closely here, around about when the sun passes behind the light bulb, you see a little crossfade on the clouds in the background. And that's where we've actually joined the two ends of the clip together. And now we're going back around to the start of the clip. So from just help get the visual flow. So what we actually did was cut it in the middle. And if you look super closely here, around about when the sun passes behind the light bulb, we see a little crossfade on the clouds in the background. And that's where we've actually joined the two ends of the clip together.
Look at the smoke go back into the stuff.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to obfuscate that. That's Brian's point. You played it twice. I don't know why you played it twice. That's a propaganda and brainwashing technique that you guys like using a lot, repeating things, but it's neither here or there. Very clear when he said, yeah, what we're looking at, this is what was edited. After he goes to the post, we're gonna see the clouds coming in. He explained it well. So what is wrong with this? There's nothing mysterious. Nothing mysterious about this, right?
Jose, the problem is Brian thinks this is the raw footage. And it's not.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
he showed the documentary before that, B-Ball. He showed the documentary first and then pulled up the original. That's the original. Once again.
No, this is not the original.
Hold on, dude. He showed the documentary first. Okay, listen. He showed the documentary first, and it's the one where the guy's standing in front of a mountain without snow, that one of the first things everybody pointed out, and then it starts, okay? And then he pulls up the original. That guy has got the original. That guy was surprised that there is an edit. The guy explained the cut, and it's where they mended it together, whatever, but that's the original.
There is an edit this is the one from the documentary.
Yeah.
This is not the footage this is not the raw unedited footage that I DM'd you.
Brian, do you see the top right?
DOC? Had you looked at the other video, wait, hold on one second, Jose. Had you looked at the other video where the gentleman by himself went through this video 3 times, the 3rd time he played it in its entirety. That's the one I clipped and I DM'd you. That's the one you're avoiding.
Would you agree? Would you agree that the same crossfade is in the fucking original?
No, it's not.
Okay,
no,
then
not.
how did he do that? How did he change the fucking scenery completely? How did he how did he remove the edit if it was 2 sections? If it was 2 sections, B-Ball.
If you take my original video, right, the one where it's raw, and you do that same edit at the same time, you'll get the same video.
B-Ball, so this that you sent me is not the original. When he says he's going to play the original.
The original raw footage. That's where they took from that video, right? They clipped it where the mountain comes in, and then they just looped it when the mountain comes back.
So I got to make another video. You're really going to make me make another video where the guy says,
I'll make that for you.
Hold on.
You're going to make me make another video just to show that that's the original, that the guy fucking shows the old shit and then says what he's going to do with it and then discusses the edit. You're really going to make me make a video because you're in denial?
Yeah.
You know what? You can do whatever you want, Brian. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
He's completely misunderstanding what the guy's talking about. That's the problem here.
You're not going nowhere, Bibo. He's not going to agree. I want to ask Brian a question of logic. If you already made the cut, why did you need to make another cut?
This is footage.
I'm asking you, if you already have the original video, which you made
the cut in,
again, if you already have the original video, which you had the cut in, why did you need to make another cut for the documentary?
Bro, there's 3 cuts. Okay,
I'm asking you why.
One of them.
I'm asking you why. Why do you
Because,
need
man, it's
to
fucking
take
because
a
it's
cut
fucking.
video and cut it again?
That's what I'm asking him.
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah, I'm asking B-ball that.
Because
Why would they fucking? Why would they show shit with a cut in it, and then fucking play the same
They didn't.
shit and say it's uncut?
People say they didn't.
Did you listen to the entire interview? You probably didn't watch the entire interview, did you?
Bro, I watched
No,
it and I watched it in slow motion. Yes, I did, bro. Don't, dude. You're fucking.
Entire video, the entire interview. Did you?
Yes, I watched the entire fucking interview, bro. And let me tell you something. He fucking specific. You're gonna make me make a video, but I'm gonna. Don't interrupt. He specifically says about the shit in the documentary. Then he says he's gonna pull up the fucking other footage, okay, and go through it. And that's what he does. And they're discussing it right then. That's the original. That started at the fucking in front of the gymnasium. You didn't see him go backwards to show that cut. He started. That's the original footage that started from the gymnasium.
He's telling you how they made when he's talking about that, he's telling you exactly how they made the one for the documentary. He's not telling you how they made the raw uncut footage. He's talking about the cut footage.
He says he's going to play the uncut footage, presents it, shows the new starting place, and then skips forward to the cut. You're just saying anything, dude. You're saying anything.
In the raw footage that I sent you, is there a cut? Besides the fucking rainbow thing you want to point out.
There's a cut, bro.
Where's the cut, Ryan?
Woo!
I gotta go on mute. Fine.
Big shout out to 49 people watching. Excellent show so far. 29 thumbs up. Please hit the like. And if anybody wanna help out, please support on PayPal. It's gonna be tough for me at the end of the month because I'll be able to go out and do things. For the past few weeks, I've been really sick. My partner also, so it's gonna be a tough one for the end of the month. Any little bit of help helps. Blue also shared the clip, but I've been playing this one by Bebo. Same, pretty much. Shout out to everybody over here in the call. We got Blue Marble, Brian Leake, Shaik, Komar, Discord user, Earth is Life, Farmer's Boy, Nestle Wipes, and the Stingray. And 40 plus people watching on YouTube too.
Let me ask you a question, Ryan, really quick. Do you think if the Earth was a globe and it was tilted the way it is, do you think 24 hours of sun somewhere on the planet will be possible? Hello?
No,
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was muted. Yeah, I do, man. I do. It's possible.
Okay, so you think it's possible, right? That someone that lives in that region could film it.
In the South, you mean? It's. I think.
In the South.
I think in the South, if the Earth is flat, I think. I see a feasible way where it could be 24 hours of light along the edge, but not 24 hours of sunlight. It wouldn't be feasible on a flat Earth, in my opinion. But I mean, there's some people who don't have a problem with that. But me personally, if I if I looked at NOAA.gov and seen the 24-hour sun or something like that, or Davis or Ross or any of them, if they had showed 24 hours, that'd have been suspect, man. To me, man, that'd have been hard.
Then you'd have to explain there being 24 hours of darkness in the north, because at some point the sun will be closer to the North Pole than the South Pole.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I mean. If there's 24-hour sun, like not just daylight, like the coffee cup caustic, and if you take a flashlight to a glass bowl or a little half dome, you can see where the light stretches around the edge. But as far as daylight, for a 24-hour actual sun in the south, yeah, that'd be a tough one for me to get past, man. A tough one for me to wrap my head around on a plane.
So why is it that only this footage is so hard for you to look at and be like, okay, yeah, this is, this is evidence for a globe. And then not only this, there are other examples of this as well. This is not the only source.
Let's see them, dude. I'll pick them up. I mean, so far everything presented has been faked, and a couple of them admitted fakes. My question is this: why did they have to fake any at all if it's a fucking phenomenon?
Not fake. See, again, Brian, that's a claim you're making that it's fake. That's it.
If you're claiming a 24-hour uncut footage from Antarctica, okay, here's what you're gonna have to do for it to be proof. For anything I present as proof, this is what's demanded of me, okay, or something along these lines. You're gonna have to show a GPS, okay, show a GPS of where you're at, or something showing where you're, okay? And then you're gonna have to show uncut. If it's stitched, then you have to claim, like that guy did. If it's two sections, then you have to claim that, man. But you can't claim that it's
we need
to.
I'm just saying, if they're going to claim it's uncut and there's a cut, then that video is fucking void.
So we need professional video equipment that can timestamp the frames that it takes, so there's no question about what time the frame was taken.
That already exists, Chikey. That's fucking at all the stations. NOAA, NOAA.gov, weather cams have months of footage, bro. There's no 24-hour sun in any of them.
And look, I just posted a video where I went to Street View down in Antarctica, and that on the top of that building is the exact location where that camera was placed. So we know that place is a real place, right?
Did Brian say that he'd accept coordinates from GPS?
At least back it up, I'm not saying that, if you have something that backs that up, then post it. I'll be glad to look at it later.
GPS from
there's other problems with that video. There are more than one problem that I've mentioned, dude. I'll just do up enough
Brian,
to make it a slam dunk.
Brian, that would be the easiest part to fake coordinates from GPS.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so
no, he's a flat earther and he accepts GPS. Contradiction.
I'm just saying something, at least something that proves he's there, right?
Well, not really.
The guy was there. The guy's been there for what? Spent like 10 years there.
On and off.
Made an entire documentary about him and his wife being there.
This shit's from the Arctic, bro. Okay.
You think that could be from the Arctic
documentary, right? Until that Antarctic documentary, he was in the Arctic, right?
He's been there for years. Not him. There's others. Matter of fact, here's another one. Posted here. There's more than one. Like I said, there's more than one source of these videos.
Yeah, there's no end on.
Davis from Davis Station. Sun goes around in circles. You can't now. I'll admit you don't see the sun, but you see the shadows going around in circles around the buildings.
Davis Station is what 20 or what is it 13 degrees off of the South Pole. I forgot. But I just showed Davis the other day. And it's daylight right now. I mean, it's it's daylight right now, and it's supposed to be dark.
Really?
You sure about that?
I showed the actual live cam at Davis, and it gets daylight at about 10:30 in the morning. And it's fast view, so it's between like 10 and 10:30. But it gets daylight, and then the sun goes back down at like about 5:30ish. And I showed this about 6 days ago, maybe 5 days ago, and we played it live in Discord, and the sun is not supposed to be coming up if that's Davis fucking station, bro.
No. Oh, the legs. We're missing legs. Okay, I'll go back and down. So again, what time of year do you think we should get 20 in the south, Brian? What time are you?
Dark, bro. And at Davis Station right now, it's supposed to be dark all day long.
Exactly.
It's not.
Can you post a link to that, please?
Shout out to John Rapp. John Rapp
Give me a minute.
is very early in the morning watching the boom over there in Sydney.
I just had a look at the live cam from Davis Research Station, Antarctica. 2:55 a.m. on Tuesday the 14th, because it would be down there for them. That's tomorrow.
The farmer's boy.
Hello, and guess what? It's dark.
Uh-oh. You're somewhere else on Earth. It's daytime for me.
It's, well, not quite sure when sunset is. It's not too far away from me. But no, currently at Davis Research Station, it's dark. Either that or there's something up with their webcam. It looks pretty dark to me.
There's such thing as fine print and little explanations. Like if I'm watching let's say if I'm watching a movie, right? There's such thing as the credits at the end and telling me that there were special effects used, that no animals were harmed, right? And they were shot maybe in location or maybe it was all in green screen. Those are the fine print. Those are the fine writing at the end of the movies. If you don't watch that, you might believe that the movies are real, that animals die and people die for real in the movies. Chris Berry, you having a problem. You're not getting to read the fine prints because he insists that Walter Bisling flat Earth dome model solves 24-hour sunlight in the north and south. He forgot to read the fine print, I guess.
He forgot to read Walt Bisling's entire conclusion, didn't he? As usual. How many times have we pointed this out to him?
Talking about Chris Berry and 24-Hour Sun, did he pay up Jesse?
Did he what now?
Pay Jesse. Jesse met his challenge.
Or was there a bet?
Well, something he put like years ago, and Jesse found it just now, and in probably a few seconds demonstrated it. A minute.
All right.
Jose, can I share my screen real quick and I'll show you live from Davis right now. I'll show you the last 6 days up till right now.
I guess. Can you show your screen? I guess I'll present you for the interwebs.
Okay, this is 5 p.m. Thursday, June 9th. It's now 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., the 10th, that is. Now it left over. Okay, 10 a.m., 11 a.m.,
Sorry,
12
Brian,
a.m.,
nothing is coming
12 p.m.
through. Brian, it's not coming through, man. It's loading.
So are you seeing like dusk, daylight, or are you seeing the spell?
No,
you tell me.
It's dancing boxes.
Stop and try to reshare again.
Well, we kind of already did this.
It's not letting me.
Wow, what else do you know? And of course, the neighbors are making noise again.
Oh, it's your neighbours, is it? Bloody hell. So you got an angle grinder?
Yeah, I'm grinding on something there.
Jose, why ain't it letting me stop sharing? Am I still sharing?
Yeah, I can stop. I'll stop watching. But you have to stop screen sharing somehow.
Yeah, all right. It ain't letting me do nothing, man. Only me.
All right, what are we doing?
I show that you're still sharing.
Okay, if I'm
All
still
right.
sharing, let me go back to this. Okay, so this is the 11th of June. Okay.
Wait.
But you're not sharing.
No.
We don't see it. You show you're screen sharing, but we don't see anything. Nothing is coming through.
You got a window hiding from you or something?
Yeah, I don't know how it would. There you go. Now you closed it.
Now then.
All right, let's try. Watch this stream again. Hopefully, there you go. I see your screen now. There you go. Now it's all quiet. I don't hear you. We see you, but we don't hear you.
Well, the
pathetic
station webcam at the moment is showing darkness.
Uh-oh, he stopped this screen.
Here you go.
I stopped it. Was you able to see it?
I just saw
something there.
You know, yeah, it showed light and dark. It didn't see. I didn't see any sunshine.
It's so bright it blocks out the screen, bro. If it's, I mean, ain't that what we see if we seen a sun? But hold on, this is a week ago. We went over this. We went over this. Okay, it gets fucking bright as shit. You got to, I mean, I could reshare, if it was working, I could do it one more time. I stopped and rejoined. Maybe that was the problem. And I could maybe do it one more time, but it shows like this particular camera shows 6 days, and it shows, this one is showing, let's see, 11, 12, 13, 1, it's showing about 7 hours of, it's showing about 30 minutes of dusk of sunrise. Then it's showing about 6 to 7 hours of bright. It shows a few hours of real bright, like really like blinding bright to the camera. And then it shows about a half hour or whatever. I'm just kind of guessing of dusk. It looks like daylight to me. I can't prove it, but shouldn't it be like 6 hours? I mean, 6 months of darkness in that area, or at least a few months. We're almost at solstice, bro. Like it's just a few days. Solstice is a few days from now, so they should be in complete darkness for at least a month, dude.
I'm looking at a website, sunrise and sunset times in Davis, and I don't know what I'm looking at. I am graph illiterate. I have no fucking clue what I'm looking at here. I promise I don't.
So I think at certain times of the year, the sun might just be just below the horizon. Might not come up to the horizon, but it'd be just below. So you might get a little bit of light. I mean, you know what I mean? It might not be complete darkness, but it might like get to about twilight.
Yeah, the live cam is showing like at least 6 hours. I'm claiming 7. Maybe I'm stretching it a little. At least 6 hours of daylight, and it's showing a few hours of blinding light. Like it's screwing with the camera bright. Well, I could show it again. It's showing 6 days.
There's the sun above the horizon. You're sharing.
No, that's me. I'm resharing that from earlier.
But like I said, we're almost at peak.
So go on a line like this.
21st.
Just like those over there. 1, 2, 3.
I think June 21st is peak. Is the solstice? I do believe.
Take the weapons out. I need to see the whole trash can.
You have miking, people. You have miking, people.
You hot micing, bro.
Yeah, that website you were just looking at, Jose, that tells us that in Antarctica on the 13th of June, which is today, nighttime lasts for nearly 18 hours.
Right, okay. Yeah.
So that would be
no 24-hour sun at the bases. at Davis Bay, okay, in Antarctica, no 24-hour darkness, okay, much less no 24-hour sun, okay. So we don't get neither. Is that because we're almost peak solstice, bro? Like I said, June 21st, the sun is as closest to the middle as it gets before it makes its turn. So we're right here by peak, and you're telling me there's no fucking 24-hour darkness? So, I mean, that's crazy.
Well, just looking at this here. I mean, this is just for. I just said what's the sunset and rise times for Antarctica as a whole. And today, Antarctica only gets nighttime and astronomical twilight. It doesn't get any nautical twilight. It doesn't get any civil twilight, and it doesn't get any daylight. None at all.
Well, I wish that matched the live cameras because the NOAA.gov, or these ain't NOAA.gov, they're another .gov. They're Antarctica.gov, and yeah, you see hours of daylight, a few hours of blinding fucking light, and and a little bit of twilight.
If you look at the live webcam from Davis Research Station, it's dark.
Yeah, right now it's dark. Okay, I just played the live Farmer's Boy. I just played the 6 days worth. I think only a couple days came through, but every day at about 10:30, the sun comes up, and then you get twilight at about 5. Okay, it's about 7 hours.
Astronomical twilight at the moment is lasting from 9:22 in the morning until 15:26 in the afternoon, and then that's when it's classed as nighttime again.
Okay, well, can I share my screen one more time to show him what's going on now that I'm connected better?
You can do whatever you want to do, Brian. What are you sharing? That's it. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm sharing right now.
Yeah, Davis Research Station.
Hey, there you go. This is I'll next time the sun comes up, I'll call out the times because y'all can't see them. But let me see. When the sun
Yes, I can. That's Saturday the 11th of June. No, that's Sunday the 12th of June. Sunday the 12th of June.
So it's 8 in the morning, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There
you go. Yeah.
So 10 to 5. 10 to 5 we have light, and then we have about 3 hours of blinding light.
That wasn't blinding light.
Did you see the sun, Brian?
What's that thing that's blinding me? Blinding the camera. Here it comes again, Howard.
I don't know. It could be an exposure issue with the camera. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be the sun, right?
No,
sunlight.
Yeah.
There's 7 hours of day. 7 hours. Oh, there's nothing difficult about it, bro. There's 7 hours of daylight, whatever you want to call it, twilight. There's 7 hours where I could.
Today there was 6 hours. There was 6 hours and 4 minutes of astronomical twilight.
Okay, what's that blinding bright shit that's bleaching out the camera? Is that twilight doing that?
Brightness.
Yeah, it's just light.
Well, you can't understand what it takes to bleach out a camera. I'm sorry, I can't help you.
It's not compelling, Brian. It's not really. I mean, we expect a certain amount of light, not daylight with the sun up over the horizon, but we do expect.
You asked a question, Brian. It could be the sunlight. My answer is yes. It could be the sun. It could be the sunlight, but it doesn't have to be it.
It's even through clouds,
but it doesn't have to be it.
To be that bright through clouds is, that's something else, man. I'm gonna try and stop it this time. This is through clouds, and it still gets this bright. It looks to me like the sun is above.
Welcome to camera artifacts and how cameras work when they receive a little bit of light after a
little bit of light. Okay, it's twilight right now, and I'll show my camera. I'll point it.
Here we go.
It ain't twilight. It sun's right.
I've now narrowed timeanddate.com down to Davis Research Station. There's 13 hours and 19 minutes of night, 2 hours 27 of astronomical twilight, 3 hours 5 minutes of nautical twilight, and 5 hours and 8 minutes of civil twilight, but no daylight. None at all.
What do you mean no daylight? So if I can play catch with Jose, if me and him can go out for long.
Oh, you could do
passes
that
and,
in civil twilight, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, go out and look and see what it looks like at civil twilight. It won't bleach out my camera like that.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah. So you know exactly what camera they're using, do you?
It's bleaching out the camera through the clouds, bro. Okay, so for the sun to come through the clouds and
you are so
and
fucking desperate
brighten-
for this, aren't you?
Bro, you are the one desperate. Now you're gonna project on me, bro.
No,
I don't
I'm
know
not
what else to
desperate
show
because
you.
I know the Earth isn't flat.
No, it doesn't matter, bro. This has nothing to do with planet. This is what
Yes,
I'm
it
showing
does.
you with your own two eyes, bro.
This
your
is all
model
part of your fucking argument that the Earth
Please
is
quit
flat.
interrupting me, bro. Please quit
Oh,
interrupting.
bless. Poor sausage.
Your model, Dick, you can't believe that there's a sun there no matter what I show you because your model won't allow it, bro. You're the one.
Yes, it does. No, it does allow it. Your
No,
model
it doesn't. You
doesn't
just
allow
said
it.
it doesn't. You just said it doesn't. It's only
No,
just twilight.
all you're not seeing is daylight. You're seeing plenty of civil twilight. There's still plenty of light there. You just can't see the sun, that's all.
Okay, I need
This
to
isn't
do a
fucking
shout
rocket
out.
science.
I need to do a shout out. This one is for this motherfucker making noise every time I get
I know.
fucking name. RT96, member for 4 months. Breaking news! Florida man debunks the 24 hours Antarctic sun in one simple video with 97 views. Shout out RT96. Thank you for the news. Very important stuff. Dude, 57, 59 people watching. Shout out to almost 60 watching. Please hit that like button and support via PayPal or Super Chat. Yeah, that's not the squeaky earth making noise. That's the neighbor making noise, trolling. Not very responsive.
See that shadow, Farmer's Boy? See the shadow from the gym? Does twilight make shadows, Farmer's Boy?
I'm not sharing your screen to YouTube, Brian. It's just too dark. Whatever.
Okay, well, I paused it when the sun is in its brightest. I paused it, and I just want to ask Farmer's Boy: does twilight cause shadows, Farmer's Boy? Because this building is casting a shadow. Does twilight?
Yeah, there'll be enough light to cast shadows. Yeah. Don't see why not.
Oh my God, he's just totally glued in, bro. You are so glued in.
I'm totally glued into reality. I know it must be so painful for you.
So twilight causes shadows, right, Farmer's Boy?
Well, it's enough. Well, there's enough light there. Yeah.
Why not?
Sorry.
What's it shadowing? What's it shadowing? A sun under the horizon?
Well, there's sufficient light in the sky to cause shadows. I failed to see the problem.
So is there any days at Davis where there's no shadows? Because we're 7 days away from peak northerly sun. We're almost at peak, and it's still a big portion of the day is light, whatever you want to call it. It's lit with shadows.
Well, actually, according to time and date, tomorrow they will get an hour and 52 minutes of daylight.
Where do you see shadow, Brian?
I paused it. I paused my screen with a shadow.
Tell me where you see it.
I'll have to re-show it.
No, you don't. You need to tell me the time.
No, if I can share my screen, I paused it, bro. The shadows on the building.
Tell me which building.
The big building, man. The big giant building.
Where's the shadow?
The shadow is in front of it. The sun's behind it.
In
The
front of
shadow is
it?
in front of it.
So, okay, the shadow is in front of the building. Where is the shadow of this big fuel tank?
Are you sure that Brian? Are you sure you haven't been approached by South Park? Because this version of South Park thing is like you. He looks exactly like you, bro. What the hell is going on, bro? He looks like you.
Because I see the same shadow where there's no buildings at all. Could it possibly be? I know you're not very familiar with snow, that this is just mud where there is no snow?
Or dirty snow? You gods.
You see the shadow for the light pole? The light pole right there in front of the If there's a line of snow, you see that long shadow coming from the light pole on the left underneath. Are you seeing my screen? If you're seeing my screen, you see the green building and the shadow in front of it. Okay, but you see a light pole underneath the red arrow. You see the light pole. It's casting a very long shadow, going all crossing that little road. Underneath the red arrow. The light pole that's actually.
I don't see red arrow.
Do you see my screen?
Yeah, I think it's yours.
Yeah, okay. I see your screen.
Okay, well, there's a red YouTube arrow. I mean, the red button.
Yep.
The play button. There's a light pole that touches it underneath that.
Yes.
Okay. You can see the shadow. That's the best angle we got. So there's a shadow coming off that.
Or is that a shadow? Or is that probably some cord lying along the ground?
That's not a shadow.
It'd be part of the light.
You just said it's a cord lying on the ground where the shadow would go.
It's not a shadow.
This is fucking ridiculous, dude.
You don't see a shadow from anything else, though.
There's no shadows coming from anything else.
What are you talking about? You don't see a shadow. There's a shadow on that big green building. He says it's fucking snow.
Wait.
How is that a shadow, but nothing else is casting a shadow, Brian?
Bro, look, you see that ledge right there? The whole ledge is casting a shadow in front of the middle of the screen all the way across almost. That is a bulkhead, bro. That's a bulkhead, and it's casting a shadow all the way across.
You know what? Let's do this. Jose, how about you
look at the tan. Everything is casting a shadow, bro. Look at the tan building. Dude, y'all must not have much experience looking at videos, bro. Everything's casting a shadow, man.
No, they're not. There aren't any shadows in that picture.
Jose, can you play the video I just posted? Or can someone play the video I just posted?
Yeah, I'm already screen sharing right here.
Wow.
There you go.
I've got this opened up full screen on the other screen, and I'm struggling to find any shadow.
I'm playing the video that you posted, people. Not much, very uneventful. Now we
see if I can't take a screenshot of that. There we go.
You see that bulkhead, man? That big bulkhead right there, and you can't even see what's down underneath it because of the shadow. Look at the gymnasium. Look at the gym. There's shadow in between the. Hold on. There's shadow in between the containers and the gym, and it's coming out in front of the big green building. There's a light pole right there. It's casting a shadow all the way across the road.
Are you watching the video that Jose is presenting?
No, I thought I was showing the video.
Of course he's not.
No, we're looking at the video that Jose is presenting. Now you see the shadows going around in circles around his building, right? Literally the same location that you're pointing out in your picture.
Shout out to Pronon 1990, member for 4 months. Please, Brian, make a stop. My brain is dying.
Same location of your screenshot.
Yeah.
See the shadows going around in circles around the building, right?
Dude, there's a 6-hour cut in the time. I mean, in the shadows. There's about a 5-6 hours. All of them, man. None of them do full circles, man. How can it do a full circle if it doesn't even get 24 hours of darkness? Because hold on, he said in 3 days. Okay, so we're approaching the solstice, the farthest the sun gets north, and we're gonna have daylight there in a few days. So how can you have 24 hours of sunlight when you don't never even have 24 hours of darkness?
Yeah, because there's not that time of year. So again, look at the video that
right there, bam, and that's where they stop right there. Every time. They never do the full circle. You never see the full circle. That's my
Hold on. People, I'm gonna let you. You're gonna talk, and Brian's gonna talk. Brian, since the beginning, I'm looking at the time. The time, Friday, 31st of December, 2021, 3 a.m. I hit play, 4 a.m., 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. It go from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 31st of December, 1st of January, 2nd of January. It go every single hour in the time lapse. There's no cuts, there's no additions. So this is smooth, it's perfect. Everything is working the way it should be, Brian. Do you looking at the time code over here? Thank you very much.
And then there goes the
I'm good
shadows.
at that. I noticed that myself, but you never see a
nice.
complete shadow, bro.
Here's
You don't see
the
a shadow.
shadows.
You do a
Here's the
circle. Do a full circle.
There they go. There they go.
Yeah, but they don't do a full circle, man.
And they're
You know,
going
you can show
around.
me
There they go.
show me one do a
They're
full
going
circle.
around. They're going around. There it is. That's one time. Watch it go around again.
No. Where are the shadows now, B-Ball?
There it
Where are the
goes.
shadows
Here-
right
here
now?
it goes. Here-
No,
here
where
it
are they
goes.
at, B-Ball? Where are they at right
There
now?
they go. There they go. There's the shadows again. Around the
Where?
circle.
What about that?
Right there.
What about the
There you
6
go.
hours of no shadows,
Let's go.
B-Ball?
One more time. One more time. One more time.
Dude, you could do it a million times. I'd like you to explain the 6
How is
hours
that-
with no shadow, bro.
How is that possible, Brian? It's going around in
Hold on, bro.
circles.
We
There
just
were
watched the
shadows.
shadow. Hold on. We watched the
Well,
shadow.
you said there were 6 hours with no shadow. I saw the shadow. I was looking at this.
Okay, good.
Maybe there was
Good.
clouds.
I'm glad
Maybe
you've
there was
seen it. I'm
clouds.
glad you've seen it. Then why am I seeing no shadow at
They're
all?
called clouds, Brian. They're
Because-
called clouds.
You're looking at something.
Every day at the same time, there's clouds.
Whatever
Oh
you're
my
looking at, whatever object you're looking at, you're not catching it. But I was looking at this object and I was able to see the shadow of moving as the 6 hours that you said they weren't moving.
Yeah, mark your screen. Mark your screen where it starts and where it ends. You'll never get a full circle, bro. I've tried it a million
Remember what I said,
times.
Jose, right? Remember what I said. It has to be fake. It has to be
No,
fake.
it doesn't,
Yep,
bro.
it does. Has to be.
Once again, it does not have to be
Every
fake.
single one has to be
And
fake.
your model, bro,
That's
and your
what's wrong with
model,
it.
you can't have fucking a point. You got to have a 24-hour sun. I don't, bro. I don't. I believe we should not have it. But look, you're the one who's
You
stuck,
can't have
B-Ball.
a 24-hour sun in your model. You
You
can't.
can't not have a 24-hour sun, bro.
You can have one in your model.
Dude, I
It's
could go
impossible.
to Adams. I could go to Adams' world map, and that's a flat map with 24 hours Antarctic sunlight. I don't choose that map, but I'm not stuck, bro. You're the one who's stuck.
We're
And
not
listen,
stuck.
I've mapped these shadows. If you want to say that it's coincidence that every day about the same time clouds come in, bro, but if you mark the beginning of a shadow, you'll never see anything do a full circle. I tried it for hours, bro.
How are we stuck?
Okay.
I want to know that.
Yeah, what we're
Because
stuck
in
with.
your model, you've got to have a 24-hour sun.
But we
You've
do
got
have
to.
24-hour sun.
Yeah,
Fine,
we're
you
stuck.
No,
No.
you just said, hold on, you just said that's fucking light. That's not sun. We ain't seeing the sun, are we?
At certain
The
times of
video-
year, we have 24-hour sun in Antarctica, and at certain times of year, we have 24 hours of darkness.
So I just showed Farmer's Boy where the sun comes up, brightens out the screen, okay, and he says that's just light. That's not the sun. But in his version, it's the sun. Even when there's no shadows, it's still actual sunlight.
What the fuck are you
even
on
though we
about?
can't see the sun. That's biased right there, man.
In Antarctica, we have periods of 24-hour daylight and periods of 24-hour darkness.
And then boom,
That's a
they're
fact.
gone right there. Every day, right about that time, man.
But that's a fact, Brian, and that matches our model. That matches our predictions. That's what we expect to see, and we see it.
Also, and by the way, you can go to this channel, right? And you can watch every single clip from that time of year, and you can see the sun go around. You can see the sunlight for more than 24 hours.
I've watched years, bro. You cannot. Dude, I've watched them with poles, with buildings. They all stop. The shadows stop before they do full circle. The furthest I've seen
That's
is about
bullshit.
the furthest. Then show me one with full shadow, bro. I'm
I
telling
just
you.
saw on Jose's screen.
Yeah, why any of these videos have been taken down for false advertisement and lying to the people and all of that? If it's all lies, if it's all a sham, they still there.
It's a government live cam, so it is what it is. So we called, or actually Jaron called and asked why, but here's the deal, man.
Okay, yeah,
Why,
let's try that
hold on, if we're 1 week from solstice, and how come in 3 days there's going to be 2 hours of fucking daylight still?
Where is
Brian, do you understand? Brian, do you understand how clouds work?
No,
How
in
clouds might block
Norway,
the sun
hold on,
from
in
the sun?
Norway, in Norway, opposite time of the year, you have 24-hour darkness, man. Why don't we have that in Antarctica? I don't get
for
it.
fuck's sake.
No, I don't think.
Really?
Ryan, where is this base we're talking about?
McMurdo Station or Casey?
No.
No, this
Davis.
is Davis, isn't it? This is Davis Research Station.
Davis, where is it? Do you know?
It's like on the coast.
It's over on the Australian side, isn't it?
I think it's 77 or
well, you
I think
could
it's 13
close.
degrees.
It's 68.5.
Depends.
Wait, whoa. It's 68.5, so it's 22 degrees.
2
So it's
degrees.
in the
2 degrees. 2 degrees behind the.
You don't have to use the
shadow, right?
Hey, then how is there a 24-hour sun there if there's not 24 hours of darkness, Chikey?
Do you show a model? Do you show any model, Brian? Or?
Nah.
It just 24 hours period that the sun does not reach the horizon.
I just asked the question if you have shown any model, Brian, of your own, because if not, that I don't have a model is a cop out. As expected.
I'm going with
I'm
in the middle of making it, man. I'm not done with it, but I'm close, man. I'm pretty close. To be honest, Jose, I'm making it, but I'm trying to narrow it down a little bit, man. I can't wait.
We don't need to be honest. It's not about honesty. It's not about dishonesty. It's about getting it done.
I could give you a picture of a like a preliminary of it, but I don't have the latitudes. I have the Cancer, Capricorn, and Equator on it, but I don't have. But I'm just working out a few other things. But it's harder than you think, man.
Let's revisit in a few days, and let's see during solstice how much light we get there.
That's a good plan, Jackie. That's a good plan. I mean, this is nowhere near the South Pole anyway, so I don't know. You know, I guess we don't expect 24 hours dark before 24 hours light.
Here's a really good question, though. How are we seeing 24 hours of sunlight anyway? At all?
Magic.
Okay, I got a shout out to do because Mr. Malord just gave me $10 via PayPal. Mr. Malord, thank you so much, man. Chris Berry is going to sue Antarctica for false claims. Chris Berry, is that true? You should, Chris Berry, man. Maybe Ranty will catch up if you sue Antarctica. That's probably his next court case.
I mean, at least you got. I mean, at least he. By judging by the latitude, so under the shadow is not going all the way around. At least he gave me an explanation for that. Because I fucking scoured this shit with a magnifying glass. And yeah, so it's not nowhere near the South Pole, so that's why the shadow's not going all the way around. So at least he's got an explanation for that. I'll give him that.
If Chris is going to sue Antarctica, I can recommend a good lawyer for him, Anthony Riley.
Oh, I thought you said a good lawyer.
Yes.
Yeah.
He specializes in such cases.
Yeah,
he specializes in losing.
You can also go. I mean, a week before this, you can go to that channel and go like a week before this, week after, any days during this time, and you'll see the sun. And you'll see daylight. Might not see the sun, but you'll see daylight.
This ain't nowhere near
You'll
the
never
South
see a
Pole,
part
man.
where it's dark. You'll never see a part where it's dark.
I agree, man. But this ain't nowhere near. We wouldn't expect the shadow to go all the way around because they're nowhere near the South Pole, man. They're way.
Hey, Brian, hold on. The neighbors stopped making noise, so let me.
Let
me take advantage. Hold on, people.
Guys.
Well, that there's no noise over here for the first time since the show began. Sean Smith, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Sean Smith say, Brian, asking question gets a better result. Yeah, maybe asking questions is better than making claims and just going crazy, at it. And Jomongus just hit me up with a $10 PayPal. Jomongus, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. Jomongus says, things I like to do today. Listen to farmers talk about the 80s, No. Listen to Leo ask the same question 6 times in a row. No. Listen to Leake redefine physics. Yes, please. Thank you, Jamangus. That's a good one. Good call, brother.
Brian, before you left, I had asked you a question. Are you able to answer that question now?
What's the question, B-Walt?
So yesterday you claimed that you watched that entire interview. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna assume that you did watch the entire video, the entire 1 hour and 15-minute interview. Is that true?
It was over an hour. I watched it in fast speed. I skipped a couple of boring ass spots, but I don't think I missed any of the good parts. But
so
why would I want to sit there and watch that whole thing anyway, B-Ball? B-Ball, did you ever challenge me to watch this?
Yeah, how many times did they play that that clip? That were
A few times. They played another clip too, where the guys just driving along the fucking.
Yes, they played it twice. Okay, my question is, why didn't you show the second time they played it?
The first time he showed it in fast speed. The second time he showed it in regular speed and only and speeded through a few parts. Yeah.
No. The first. Okay, here we go. The first time they played it, right? They played the part from the documentary.
No. The first time they played it was the documentary cut. So don't talk about the documentary cut. The first one that they played it without changing the speed was the one that started at the mountain.
Exactly. That's from the documentary. Are you not aware of that?
Let's never discuss that ever again, B-Ball. Do me a favor.
Wait, hold on. Are you aware that the first time they went over it was the part from the documentary, the edited portion?
Right. So let's never talk about the one that starts at the mountain.
We're going to continue talking about it right now.
What's the point in ever discussing the one that starts at the mountain, since that's not the fucking one?
Because that's the part. That's the one that you guys are claiming that's fake. But if you would have continued watching it, Brian, if you would have continued watching the documentary, you would have seen that they
the whole thing, dude.
Okay, hold on. So if you would have continued watching it, you would have seen that after that they played the original footage that was not cut.
No shit.
Okay, so why didn't you go over that footage?
In my video, I had the guy. Hold on, let me talk, bro. Please don't interrupt, man, sir, because I'll get all fucking stupid. All right, look, I played him working out the original. He was narrating the original video. That's the one I used in my video, is the original, which he narrated.
Which was the edited documentary footage, okay. Okay, Jose, we're going to go through this again. Jose, go ahead and pull up. Can you share your screen and pull up the other 3 timestamps I put in?
Already up.
Okay, I can't wait. I got to get to a spot where I can.
I got what I got on my screen share, Brian. If you look at my screen share, I should be sharing 3 timestamps. This is from the original video. Anthony Powell, Antarctic documentary filmmaker. This is the 1 hour and 15-minute video. And if we go to the comment section, we got 3 comments by Earth is Live with 3 timestamps. I'm sharing the 3 timestamps. Just let me know which one, and I'll click on them.
Okay, so if you click, hold on.
Let me make a comment. If you're narrating a video, if you're editing it, and you don't want to put in the beginning, you just clip the beginning out. It's not going to change the rest of your video. That's in reality though. So I don't know what you're talking about, but in reality, you just clip the beginning of it. You don't got to do all these stupid edits. If it's a day and a half, then just clip the first half a day. And
all right. So the first one at 54:34, that's the one you were talking about in your video, which is
and you'll notice observation
documentary footage, which they claim is edited. That's this one, where it starts on a mountain and ends on a mountain.
It's from the video you sent me.
No, yeah. This is the edited documentary footage. Now, Jose, okay, you can stop this one, and now I want you to go to the other one. Go to the one that says 58:30.
That's the same one, B-Ball.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not the same one. If you had watched this portion,
that's why he's trying to show you, Brian, that it's not the same one.
If
So
you
in
had
the
watched
future,
this portion,
whatever it is you want me to watch, don't send something else, bro. You know, because I did. I happened to
the
watch
one that I sent you is this. The one that I sent you is this exact footage they're about to show.
Bro, you made a video. Okay, you literally made a video.
So this, okay,
my name in it, showing the wrong shit.
No, I didn't. So this is the footage. This is the original unedited footage. You see where it starts at? It doesn't start on the mountain, does it?
No shit. And then he narrates it, right?
Yeah, he was narrating the edited footage, Brian.
Yeah,
he was
narrating in my video. I had to delete his voice so I could talk over it.
Yeah, that's not this portion. You were talking about the edited portion. This is not the edited portion. This is the unedited portion. This is the one where they took.
You mean to tell
hold
me
on,
there's another?
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. They took clips from this unedited portion and they made the edited footage. Do you understand that? Because once we're done here, I'm going to show you exactly how they did it. Do you understand? Does that make sense? They clipped this one, the unedited footage, and they made the edited footage that starts and stops on the mountain. Do you understand?
Okay, I just watched it, and there's a rainbow cut on the first side. Okay, the owner of the footage. Okay, then there's the fucking fade, the cloud fade on the second side. So it's the same shit, bro. There's alligator clouds on the third side, the rainbow cut on the second side, the fucking admitted clip cut on the second side, and the first side there's the rainbow cut. It's in the original, bro. So whatever. What's your point?
So you're still claiming that the unedited footage is edited?
There's cuts, bro. It's all I'm telling you, man.
Again, had you watched the original footage, he even talks about how the camera misfires.
So let me ask you
in the beginning, where it shows the rainbow.
Question, is the smoke gonna go backwards back into the chimney?
We're not gonna get into the smoke because that's a non-factor. We're not gonna get into that. It's a non-factor.
I went and watched some other live streams, time lapses, and none of them did that. It's weird how just that video and just every chimney on that side, the smoke's going backwards, and no other time lapse fucking videos. I mean, I didn't see exact chimneys and all that, but I'm just saying.
So maybe we can talk about these chimneys after we sort out after we understand that there are two clips footages, one unedited, one edited.
Yes. So Jose, go ahead and play my video that I sent you. How I'm going to show you exactly how they created it.
Yeah, but this is a different format, people. I'm screwed on this one, man.
Oh no, not that one. Just play the YouTube one that I made.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah.
So Brian, if you can sit and listen and pay attention. Let's make sure Brian is listening.
Hey, what's up,
Brian? Are you listening?
Yeah, man, I'm listening.
Okay. So watch this video, and I'm going to show you exactly how they used the unedited footage and they made the edited footage.
But you listen to the screen share, Brian?
Everybody, this is Earth is Life, and I wanted to try and go through this 24-hour footage that we had a discussion with Brian on Jose's, and I'm going to show you exactly how they created the edited portion on the documentary. So let me see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to my original, because I've already created it, right? So here is the edited version that I created myself. So what they did was they started here. They wanted to start the video on the mountain, right? Just for visual effect for the documentary, right? And what they did was they cut it right here. They cut it right here, and they joined. They moved that portion back. I'm going to show you exactly how they did it, and then they went around and they ended it on the mountain again, right? But this is how they did it. So I'm going to go back home, and I'm going to go to the original version, and I'm going to create it. So they wanted the begin and end on the mountain. So what they did was they started on the mountain, right? So this right here will be the beginning of the cut, beginning of the video in the documentary. Let me see if I can get as close as possible right here. So they cut it right here, right? So that'll be the beginning of the video. And they wanted to end it on the mountain again. So as you can see here, this is the end of that clip, right? But what they did was, and the guy in the documentary explains it. They right here, when the sun goes behind the lamp, this is where they joined. Where he specifically said, this is where they join the two ends together. So I'm going to cut here, make another cut right here, bam, and I'm going to remove that little extra, right? So, and as you see here, let me see, where is it? Right here. They took this part right here, right there. The sun is behind the lamp, and they made another cut right here. So the rest of this is not even in that video. This is the portion of the video that's not even in that documentary. This little portion right here, this little 26 seconds is not in the documentary. So what they did was they took this part and they moved it to the end. They put it right here. Now it's not going to be perfect because my editing software is not perfect, but you'll see how it works. And they took this part and they removed it. Bam. So now this is how it is in the documentary, right? They wanted to start and stop on the mountain, so it goes around. I'm not going to speed it up because I just want to get you guys to get the full effect. And as you can see, I literally did it exactly how they would have done it when in the editing portion. Right, so now that cut is coming up to where they cut it. It's not. You're probably going to see a little bit of a skip because it's not perfect because my editing software is not the best. So right here, is where they join the two ends together. And see, and going back to the beginning of the video, same clouds. That is exactly how they edited that video. So whatever, Brian, I hope this kind of explains it to you. This is how they edited that video. They cut it right here, and they moved it to the end, and they joined those two ends together right here. This is where they join those two ends together, right here. Right, and that's exactly what they're explaining. They took the original footage, they edited it, and they joined the two ends together right here. Now, I hope this kind of explains it to you, but if it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and check out the rest of my videos if you're interested. And as always,
now Brian, does that explain it? Does it make more sense now how they did it?
In reality, if we have a day and a half of film, or a day and 3/4, let's say if we have 36 hours, and we want to show, if we want to show just 24 hours of it, we want to cut out the beginning, we just remove the beginning. There ain't all that stitching shit. I'm talking about in real life, in reality. You just remove the fucking beginning and have it start at the fucking mountain. You know, there's none of that stitching, crazy, stupid shit. But you have at least an explanation. But you know that really doesn't explain the smoke going fucking in the wrong direction, man. It's the only thing we could judge by the direction, and it goes backwards, man.
I have an answer about the smoke.
Okay, so you can have your smoke, weird smoke. Okay, whatever. If that's what you want to claim, whatever. But now, do you understand the difference between the edited footage and the unedited footage? Do you understand the difference now?
Yeah, man. Never didn't.
I think there was I think there was kind of a misunderstanding which footage you thought was the original footage.
That's pretty much what the guy explained, man. Pretty much that's what he explained in the video.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and he stitched it. He had two sections, and he stitched it in the middle. That's what he said. That was his words.
Yes, but they didn't do that on the original footage. They took the original footage and they edited it so that they can put that portion in the documentary just for a visual effect because the editor wanted to start and stop on the mountain. That's it.
All right, I'll make a I'll check it out. I'll look it over and I'll give you my final response. In case I'm not good with any of that, but on its face sounds okay.
All right, guys. We're gonna wrap it up for the day. Earlier today, it's really hot in here. I gotta take care of the dogs and take care of myself. I'm feeling a lot better. I don't want to abuse myself and stay out here in the heat too much doing the show. But I just want to thank everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. We do a quick round of final thoughts. Big thank you. One PayPal that I got earlier by actually you, Earth is Live. Big time help, man. Thank you so much. And I got a big super chat by Walter Bisling earlier also. If anybody would like to support, there's a link in the description box on how to do that. Support each other. Check on support content creators all the time. Let's get some final thoughts. We'll begin with you, Brian Leake. Bro.
Yeah, man. Apologize for my behavior last video, man. It's just it's a hell of a damn argument, man. It's a hell of an argument. I'll say that much. But as far I did want to make a point today, like the height doesn't matter. Reality shows 69 miles roughly per degree. So whatever's causing that, the height never comes up in celestial navigation. And whether it's the height to Polaris above the ground or to the center of the Earth, I believe the easier way to model it with the, with probably mathematically the least explanations would have been to move it down to the center of a ball. I would agree that would be a way more feasible way to model it. But as far as proving it, that's a different story. So that's what we're trying to do, is come up with evidence and discuss that and go back and forth. Sometimes it gets passionate, but I appreciate you welcoming me, man. Thanks.
Thank you. Discord user, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Earth is Live. Final thoughts?
Hey, good show, Jose. Thanks a lot for allowing me to present those things. I know everybody probably wanted to talk about other topics, but I just really needed to make sure that Brian was aware of where he was either mistaken or wrong. But that's, I'm glad we were able to hash that out. Again, great show. And then if you like this content, like and subscribe. Support this channel.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Flip Flop. Left Bro Lane. Final thoughts.
That was a good show today, Jose. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We got Lubo in China. Final thoughts.
Not really. I mean, it was expected. Good show. I will stick around a little bit longer, and yeah, like and subscribe.
Thank you. Oh, No Globe is here for final thoughts.
No, I don't have any.
All right. Snesley Wipes, final thoughts. And the Stingray is here.
Yeah, good show, Jose. Always good to see a grown man denying reality and the fact that 1 degree might work, but if you go 2 degrees, 3 degrees, 4 degrees, it contradicts your flat fucking delusion. And it's always nice to see a grown man denying mathematics and basic trigonometry, something that children grasp and do very early on. And I find it immensely entertaining at all of these flat earthers and the absolute depths to which they'll stoop to cling on to their delusions. Enjoyable, Jose. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stingray. Now, most of the time in all these years that Stingray have participated here, we have already heard the cool, calm, and collected the Stingray, but in the next few days, hopefully you can come in, Stingray, and Brian is also here, and we will all go on mute, and then we will have only Brian, Leake, and the Stingray having a back and forth, a one-on-one back and forth. But this time, hopefully, we'll get the not too cold and not too collected Stingray to talk a one-on-one with Brian Leake, and it will be all in, and I will love that. I hope we can see that.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much, everybody. Hey, thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it for coming in. Make sure that the bell notification icon is on and you are subscribed. I'm out of here. Jose JG out. Boom. Thank you.
Pinpoint asteroids in orbit, then hurl y'all thousands of miles an hour towards it.